is the last one. We're going to do it. We're going to clean up this app. We're going to learn a little bit more of CSS today. We're going to learn a little bit more of HTML. We're going to have a little bit of fun with JavaScript at the end. Today, I'm not going to lie, in this last piece, we might move a little fast. We might just jump through some things and get some things done. And I might just say, go Google that. Go learn more about it. Okay? The homework I'm going to tell you up front right now. Take what we've done, make it your own. Okay? There will be, throughout this whole course, there should be links in all the descriptions, and you'll find links in this description for sure of the final result on Code Sandbox, so that you can click it and go do your, and like go break it, go change it, go make it your own. Okay? That's what I want you to do. I want you to explore a little bit, have a little bit of fun with it. And that's the homework. But now let's get into it. And let's just finish this thing up, all right? Let's do it. Okay. So we have a D&D dice roller. We have an input. We have a button. Okay. We click the button. We get information. There's no feedback for the user yet. That'll be the last thing that we do. But until then, let's just make it look nice. So we're gonna focus on some of those pieces. So see this like white border here? This is just an annoying thing. And there's lots of different ways to handle it. But right now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna say body, because there's this body tag that gets it. Okay. And I can just tell it to have a padding, a padding of 0. And if I save it, it should, okay, it wasn't padding. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's this thing called margin, which is outside space. There it is. Okay. Now, how did I know that? Was a good guess? I don't know. Maybe. Real quick, let me show you how you could have found that out and figured it out. So if I come to this version of the app, when I have this inspector tool out, which, man, we haven't talked about that a lot, remember? Control-Shift-I makes it come out if you have that set up in your thing. That just makes screenshots on mine. That's fun. But if you do this inspect right here, okay, and then you can get this guy right here, and you can just kind of hover around in here and find things. So, like, I found the body. Oh, there it is. There's that orange. You see that? So if I click on it, I've got the body selected, and it has a margin. Here's some CSS. Look, body, curly brace, some definitions. Okay, and it's got a margin of 8 pixels. So I'm just going to set it to 0 and make it go away. All right, so back in the code, just like we did, I've got that body, I've got margin 0, and it just goes away now. Okay. Cool. But what if I want to center all of this? What if I want all this stuff in the center? There's like 1,000,001 different ways that we can put all this stuff in the center. So I'm going to actually add a whole nother container around this. So I'm going to put another div. I'm going to say class is equal to container. All right. So this is going to cause some really interesting issues because all of these are now inside their a parent div, which is neat. So you can do this nesting of structures to help organize things and to help you visually get stuff where you want them. So again, remember though, as we nest things, these are children, right? The nested piece is often referred to as a child or children of the parent element. So the most parent or grandparent element is this container. Now, I want to do something with this container, but I'm not quite sure exactly what it is. But I know it's some CSS stuff that I want to do. So I'm going to come down here and underneath action, I'm going to do dot for class, and I'm going to do container, and I'm going to do the 2 curly braces, and then I'm going to add a border to it. I'm going to say 2 pixels solid red. And this is just so I can see that container. I'm not going to keep that border around. It's going to go away. But now I can see it. Okay. So what I can do now is go play with it in Chrome. All right. So if I refresh this, I can right click in here and inspect, and I can start messing with it. So here's that container one. Here's that border red. Okay. I'm going to say it has a width of 100 pixels. That is really skinny. Let's try 400 pixels. Okay. There's 400 pixels. That's cool. So there's its width. I can say, so this one's a little bit more complex, but I'm just going to drop it in there. I can just say display flex. Now everything's in one row. That's kind of gross. I can, because it's flex, I can say that I want the flex flow to be a column. Okay, so you're like, oh, it's just back to where we're at. But because I'm using flex, I can do align items center, and now they're kind of centered. That's nice, right? So just this kind of stuff can help you get stuff organized and structured in a way that's kind of nice. Okay, now I don't like where it's at. I want it to be centered. Okay, so I'm gonna do margin. And I'm gonna say 200 pixels. Okay, so that's everything is 200 pixels, but I just want the top and bottom to have 200 pixels. And then I'll do auto on the left and right, and that'll put it in the middle for me. So it's down and in the middle. Another one that I like is box shadow. So we'll just drop in some values in here real quick so we can see 10, 10, 10, 10, and oh no, no. I didn't like something because I think this is supposed to be pixels, 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 pixels. There we go. So now I've got this like shadow in there, which feels like it's a really off shadow. It's not the right shadow. So I don't want it to have any left or right. So I'm gonna put it there so it's in the right spot there. That's it probably just needs like 2. Okay. And now the next values kind of help with adjust the shadow. So I can actually use the cursor and go up and kind of see like, oh, I get that more blurry. That made it really crisp. So probably like there. And then this is like how much of a shadow. Ooh, yeah, like how much it grows. So I can do like that. And then I can probably like move it down a bit, make it a little bit blurrier. This, move it down some more, make it a little bit blurrier. That's nice. It's like a little, like it's like kind of hanging there, like floating a little bit, you know? Um, and then I can say border radius is that 4 pixels that I like. And we'll keep the border, but I'm gonna go with hot pink. There's not a better color for a border than hot pink. All right, so there we go. But I'm gonna make it like 4 pixels. I'm gonna make it like a really, really strong border there. Okay. Now there's one last thing that I want to do to the view before I call it styled. Okay. Well, I don't want to do that. I just want to copy this. So now that I did all my playing in Chrome, I can copy it. I can come back here. I can just drop it right here. And just like that, now that's my styles. Now the body, I'm gonna add a background color to the body. Uh, E. But I want a little bit more blue than everything else. There we go. So that's kind of what it's looking like now. Okay, now I know this isn't a perfect looking thing. I'm not a great designer, but that's what we've got. All right, that's pretty cool, I think. Pretty cool. So last thing that we're gonna do in wrapping this up is we've got to give that feedback. Like the user is like, I typed 3d6. I clicked roll dice. I want to see it. So where does it come back? How do they see it? Okay. Well, I'm going to take this same structure right here that we just did. I'm going to drop it in here. I'm going to get rid of all of these. And we're going to pretend like this is, say, like 1, 5, 3. All right, so that's what the result would look like. Now, there's a big gap there. I don't like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, where is that? The container has some margin. So we're gonna say that the top is 200 and that the bottom is 0. All right, so top is 200, left and right are auto, and the bottom is 0. That's how it works when you have 3. That's still not gonna work for me. What if we just call it 50? It won't be like vertically. There we go. That's not bad. So that's what it'll look like. So after they roll, the values will be down here. Right. So we're going to we've got to get the values in there somehow. So what we're gonna do here is come in and say that it has an ID. Huh? This looks familiar, right? ID equals results. Okay, so what we're going to do is use JavaScript to target it, and we're going to rewrite what's in there. We're going to put our own stuff in there, and that's the last little bit of dynamic HTML. All right, so we'll do this. We'll create another one of these real quick, but without the results piece, and we'll say results, so people know that that's what this piece is, the results. So now we have this little guy. So there's no results yet. So rather than logging out the results, we're going to print the results. So we'll make a new function right here. Function print results. And it's going to take results, and that's going to do something with them. So then we will say print results here. So instead of console log, we will print results. This is I feel it's gonna be good. So just like we did this document get element by ID, we're gonna do this right here to get the results. So we'll say instead of input L, we'll say result L, and then we'll say result. I feel like results the wrong word. It's results with an S. Oh, I just copied that. Let's try that again. Or I saved it instead of copying it. So let's try like whoop results. Okay, now it's really easy. This is the last part. You just say results dot, because it's an object and it has properties. Now this is, up until now we've only read properties, but we also have the ability to write the properties. So I can say inner HTML, like the children that we've been editing. We can edit them from the JavaScript. Just mind blowing, right? So then I can just say results dot join, and then I can tell it to use a comma to join them. So it'll take that array and put it back into a string. and it'll put a comma in between each one so that it looks good. All right, you ready? Let's give it a test drive, see what happens. 3D6, 3D6, 3D6. Do it. Okay, it broke. I don't know what happened. Guys, I don't know what happened. Results.enter.html, it's not a thing. It's results L right here. But let's go see real quick. If we refresh this one, and we come to the console, does it break if we do 3D6? It doesn't break. So these bugs are hard. Typos are hard ones to find. So I need to grab this results L and put it here, because that was the typo. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh no, let's just try it right here. 3D6. Roll it. Oh, we got a 6, a 3, and a 2. Yes. So we can actually just add a space in here to make it a little bit easier to read. 2D4. Roll. Yes. 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 We did it. Guys, this is it. We're done. So what I'm going to do is make a commit right here called bean for done. I'm not going to touch this anymore. You guys, it's all up to you. You take this one, you tweak it, you change it, you make it your own. Change the colors, change the shadows. Get rid of the shadows and do something else. Okay? Change the background colors. Make it, if you want a real challenge, make it so that you can do 2D4 plus 3. And then you can also roll a 6D10 with it, right? So now you can use a comma to separate chunks, and then you got to figure out how to output that chunk in a smart way. I don't know. This is the foundation. You have enough here. Now go play with it, build on it, and make it amazing. Okay? And that's it. There is no more next video after this. You can look at more of my videos if you want. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter. You can sign up for my class if you want. Not a sales pitch. Not a sales pitch. You can go find other boot camps to go sign up for. There's lots of them out there. Lots of good ones. I think mine's the best. It's not a sales pitch. It's not a sales pitch. So I'll stop. I'm going to stop. Just go do whatever you think's next. If you could get through this and you felt good about it, push yourself a little bit, go learn, go change your life. But if you've gotten to here and all you did was watch the videos and you're still struggling to do these things, go through the videos again. Start at the beginning. Try it again. Do it a couple times. And after a couple times, if it's still not clicking, I would probably say, go try something else. This maybe isn't for you right now. But maybe if you keep trying, you can get yourself conditioned to be good at it. I don't know. I can't tell what the cards have for you in the future. Is that a phrase? I don't know. But good luck. Keep pushing at things. And, maybe I'll see you in another video sometime. Good luck. See you later. I don't know what else to say. You know what I'm going to do, though? We'll transition right now. Yeah, so we did it. We did HTML or CSS or HTML and CSS. I can't point. Figure it out. And we did some JavaScript. We learned it all. We got it. Good luck. Keep trying. If this didn't make sense to you, I'm sorry. Maybe try it again. Or go find someone else. Maybe I'm a bad teacher for you. I don't know. But hopefully this made sense for you. Hopefully you learned a little bit. And you can go out and decide to be a developer. Or you can decide not to be a developer because this didn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is for you. Only you will know. Until next time, go have some fun and enjoy some coding.